Hello everyone. This slide presentation is about balancing redox in basic medium. To be able to understand this discussion better, the student should already have learned balancing redox in acidic medium. An example of a redox reaction is when you have zinc metal placed in hydrochloric acid solution and there will be effervescence, meaning production of gas, where zinc dissolves into zinc ion and hydrogen gas is liberated. This type of reaction can be broken down into two half reactions. One is oxidation, the other is reduction. Let us remember that when we say oxidation, this is a reaction which results in an increase in positive charge, in this case from 0 to +2. Release of electron, combination with oxygen, or removal of hydrogen. On the other hand, reduction is decrease in positive charge from +1 to 0, acceptance of electron, removal of oxygen, or combination with hydrogen. This is an example of a redox that takes place in basic medium. Aluminum reacts with nitrate to form aluminate and ammonia is released. Again, just like in a redox taking place in acidic medium, we also break this down into two half reactions. One is oxidation, the other is reduction. This is oxidation because it's combination with oxygen. This is reduction because oxygen is removed and hydrogen is combined. Again, just like in redox taking place in basic condition, rather in acidic condition, we proceed to balancing the materials. On this side of the equation, walang oxygen, so I introduce 2H2O. Kasi kulang ako dito ng dalawang oxygen. I introduce 2H2O. And upon introducing 2H2O, nag-introduce din ako ng hydrogen. Kaya dito sa PCAS, maglagay ako ng 4H plus para mabalance yung hydrogen. Then, we proceed to balancing the charges. Dito sa side ng equation, walang charge kasi neutral sila. To the other side, may 4 positive charges at may isang negative charge. Kaya, to balance the charge with the other side, mag-introduce ako ng tatlong electrons. Now, we do the same with nitrate. On this side of the equation, walang oxygen, I introduced water. Then, when I introduce water, nag-introduce din ako ng kadagdagan pang hydrogen. So, may 6 hydrogen plus 3, lalagyan ko dito ng 9H plus. So, balance na yung material. I now proceed to balancing the charge. Eto, my charge, 9 positive charges and 1 negative charge. Dito, 0. So, to balance, I need to introduce 8 electrons. So, yung charge dito magiging 0 na, just like the charge here. Now, I have 3 electrons released and 8 electrons accepted. To balance redox, we need that the electrons that is released will also be equal to the electrons that are being accepted. So we introduce a factor. Okay, to be able to balance the number of electrons released and accepted, I need to multiply this part, the oxidation part by 8, so that I will have 3 times 8, 24 electrons. And the other half by 3, so that 3 times 8 will give me 24 electrons. Okay, so if I proceed to multiplication, this one times 8 will give me this, and this part times 3 will give me this. The 24 electrons will cancel out, and there are still others that can be canceled out. 9 at 16. So if I have here 9 and 16, ang maka-cancel out yung 9, I will have here 7H2O. Ano pa ang maka-cancel? Etong hydrogen at saka ito ang maka-cancel. Okay, so pagkatapos ng cancellation of similar terms, I will end up with something like this. Meron akong 5 hydrogen ions. Ito ay acid. Now, since this occurs in basic medium, I need to get rid of these 5 hydrogen ions. So how do I do that? I neutralize it with a base. So, isang hydrogen ion will be neutralized by one hydroxide ion to form one water molecule. So, itong 5 hydrogen ions will require 5 hydroxide ions to be neutralized. Okay? Now, since naglagay ako ng 5OH dito sa right side of the equation, para balance pa rin, maglagay ako ng 5OH sa kabila. This 5H and 5OH will give me 5 water molecules. Okay? So, i-sum up ko sila, I will end up with something like this. Okay, so yung 5 water na yon magka-cancel with this to give me a remaining of 2H2O. Wala ng water dito sa side ng equation, sa right side. Okay, so this will be my final balanced redox equation. Take note, nawala ang hydrogen ion. Okay, na-introduce ang OH ions because this is a reaction taking place in basic medium.